What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the 245 podcast, which is the number of centimeters I'm away from both Evan and Joey.
This is kind of a crazy podcast.
This is revolutionary, if I do say so myself.
Because I'm guessing they can probably notice that the audio is a little different.
Maybe.
Not that it's worse, but it's probably a little different.
It's probably a little worse.
It's probably a little worse. But there's a good reason for that. And that's because right now we are in the basement of Dordt.
Literally the basement of Dordt.
We are in, no joke, what does that sign say over there?
The Vibey Dungeon.
The Vibey Dungeon. So
the
Josh,
Vibey Dungeon itself.
Josh, do you want to explain what we're doing down here?
We're making a podcast in the Vibey Dungeon, which is otherwise known as the Dordt Worship Arts Room. It's in the basement of the campus center. This is revolutionary because we have in the Vibey Dungeon me, Josh Cruz, as well as Joseph Ritzma.
Let's go.
And Evan Olstad.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
We're all here at Dordt, and it's crazy.
And this is the second episode ever that I think Mike hasn't been on, right?
Yeah.
And am I still consistent if I missed one episode?
I don't
think so. I think I've been...
Joey is the constant in this podcast.
But hey, once I get married, I'll be gone for 2 weeks on the honeymoon.
We might just need to pause the podcast because, as shown by history, it cannot go on without you.
That's true. That's facts.
You could find a way.
Yeah. But Evan's
in
on
St. Lucia.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can Zoom call in on my honeymoon.
We'll do anything to have Joey on the podcast.
I can ask Manny. I'm sure you guys can just come with.
Oh,
we can just do a St. Lucia
podcast.
That'd be really
okay.
Can you imagine we're just on the beach, just chilling, just doing a podcast?
That would be sick.
That would be.
Are you down for St. Lucia, Evan?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can let Mandy know that we'll be tagging along. And you guys are paying
you're
for
paying,
it, right?
You're paying,
of
right?
course.
Yeah, because you're married. So as
We're
we have
rich.
discussed, you will have no more financial problems.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Am I just sleeping in a sleeping bag on the floor in your room? Or?
No, I think you can sleep in our bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You'd let me do that?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, you let me do it last night, but I didn't sleep in your bed.
Oh.
Yeah.
They were gonna sleep in the same room. Okay, so they're staying at my aunt and uncle's, who literally have two perfectly nice bedrooms, both with bigger beds than I've ever slept in. But they insisted on sleeping in the same room because why not? I don't know why, guys, but Joey really enjoys the floor.
I don't know why you like the floor so much.
Okay, because
explain that.
Okay, yeah, I will explain. It really doesn't bother me at all. There's no difference, for me, than sleeping in the bed or sleeping on the sleeping pad with a super warm blanket. It's just as comfy. And I have a great pillow. And then, yeah.
And you just really wanted to be in the same room as Evan.
I mean, yeah, why? We drove all the way down here together. I can't be separate from him now. I've hardly let him out of my sight this whole trip.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable.
Yeah. Yeah. So we should probably talk about what we're doing down here. Not just
what we've been up to
in the Vibey Dungeon, but I think this episode is going to be a little bit of a Dordt trip recap of
it's not done yet, but
it's not done yet.
It's a good chunk.
It's just getting started. Actually, surprise! We're staying for the next week.
Oh my gosh, that would be hype.
No, we're
Skipping
not.
finals week too.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for 2 weeks.
Bet.
Just down here at Dordt. So how did this trip? We started planning this a few months ago.
Probably a month and a half.
A month and a half. And then we were picking weekends. We knew that Mike wouldn't be able to make it because he's currently, right now actually,
as we speak,
he's doing the audio for Talk Everlasting, which you should go see. Oh, wait. By the time this airs, it'll be done. Well, we hope you went and saw it.
I heard it was good.
I said it was good. Evan,
that's how I heard it was good, I guess.
I have not heard of it.
You haven't heard of it.
Ever.
Or seen it.
Yeah, that's true.
We're discussing, we read Tuck Everlasting, but none of us really remember it at all.
I remember it pretty decently.
No, that was just me and Evan, I guess. I'm sorry for projecting my experience onto you, Joey.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, Josh. I forgive
Thanks.
you. But then we were planning it, and then what day was it? Wednesday? All of a sudden, Mitch texts and is like, I don't know if I'll be able to make it. And we're like, what? And then we found out what day was it? Friday? Thursday.
Thursday.
It was the day before we left that he couldn't come. So
it's too bad. We miss you, Mitch.
Yeah, we
Rip
miss you
Mitch.
so much. He had to work. So he's probably at Dairy Queen as we speak. Josh, you want to check his Life 360
Yeah, I got you.
and just see where he's at? Because I sure hope that's where he's at.
He better be working.
He better
I mean,
be.
he was working yesterday because my parents said they went to DQ. And he said he'd rather be here. So appreciate that, Mitch.
Yeah.
But also, what are you doing?
We would
Quit your job.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Money's not that important, man.
Nope.
Just get off
Who
of
needs
that.
it?
Just tell your boss no. Hey, I'm
Yeah.
not coming in.
Yeah, just
Gotta
say
go with the boys.
yeah. No means no. Just tell him no.
He is indeed at Dairy Queen.
Okay. There you go. So live update. Mitch is at Dairy Queen. So that's good. So just me and Evan drove down. Evan, how was the trip for you driving
It was
down?
good. It was an adventure
It
for
was
sure.
adventure. Do you wanna walk us through the trip a little
Give
bit?
us a drive to Dordt recap.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. So we start out, we leave probably like 4 o'clock maybe?
Yeah, I think it was 4, and I think you said you were gonna get out of class at like 3:10. Did you get out on time or no?
No. Well, we stayed later to finish our lab
Oh yeah.
and then had to go back, pack quick, and then Joy picked me up.
Yep.
Then we were on the way, and then about probably having some good conversations.
Yeah,
Like
we-
an hour
yeah.
into it maybe.
Yeah.
Joey's radio just suddenly cuts out, and we hear like a spark or something like that.
Yeah. We hear a little click.
Yeah. And then we stop half an hour later, realize that the fuse has blown out in his car, watched a YouTube video on it, fixed it with the spare fuse under his hood.
Clutch.
Yeah, it was fun.
Engineering things.
It was kind of crazy because like Evan found a video exactly about like what to do for my make and model.
There
and
are
stuff.
so many YouTube videos. You can just look up like a car, and for pretty simple automotive stuff, there's a video for almost everything.
Yeah.
Which is really nice.
Yeah. So he figured that out. So he was the mastermind behind replacing the fuse. It was actually pretty straightforward. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't, you didn't need a ton of tools or anything. But we stopped at Casey's, right? Because we were getting hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, you were texting like, oh, I can like buy you food. Like, and then we were going to get
We were
here-
going to go to the grill.
Yeah, at like 8:30 or something. And me and Evan looked at each other like, we're not
We're not gonna make
it.
it that much.
We're gonna need food beforehand. So we stopped at Casey's Pizza. We got some pizza, some sweet tea, and there was this guy doing the checkout line or like checking people out, and it was like it must have been like a 17-year-old kid or something like that. And then there was just this grown man, and they must have known each other for sure.
Yeah, they had
But they
to-
were like giving crap to each other, and it was so funny.
Yeah, they're like trash talking each other about I don't even know what it was, but
Yeah,
just roasting each other.
yeah. He
It
was.
was really funny
Yeah.
actually.
So then we go out to the car and we're chilling. We're eating our pizza. I end up spilling like half a container of hot sauce all over my pants. So
It
that
was
was,
beautiful.
yeah. So I got to wash those. I got to remember to wash those when I get back. But that was just like comical because it went like right in my lap.
We
all
laughed for probably like 5 minutes straight.
Oh my goodness, yeah. It was so funny. We were just, the wheels were falling off. But then we got it fixed. It took a minute to get the fuse out, the old fuse out. It was definitely busted. Very easy to tell. So we got that out, put the new one in. Then we put my like Bluetooth thing. It's like a cigarette charger thing. So like I put my Bluetooth thing in there that connects to my phone, that connects to the radio. And then we're driving. And then what did you start doing?
Well, I was looking for my charger because my phone died, and I was so Joey's Bluetooth thing also has a USB port in it, so I was gonna just charge my phone with that, and then I don't know how it happened, but I must have just touched it briefly, and the radio and clock went out again.
Yeah, went out again.
So just from like touching the adapter.
Yeah. So there's definitely something wrong with that.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It was pretty weird. So we stopped, put all this work into it, and then 1 second later we're at this like exact same position where my clock and radio don't work.
But then you knew how to do it.
Yeah.
Then we knew what to do. And we actually stopped this morning, got more tools.
By tools, he means
Yeah,
a
why
fuse.
did I say tools? I had a little brain freeze.
He means brain fart, and he just had
No.
another one
No, I think it's
because he
brain
couldn't remember the
freeze.
word.
He's in a constant state of brain farting.
Beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, that's a great image. But what do we do here, Josh? What did we do? Well,
let's start from when you got here.
Yeah, what did we do?
Which was around 8:45.
Around 8:45.
You guys came to my aunt and uncle's and dropped off your stuff.
We did that.
You didn't do that.
Darn did darn that.
Did do that.
Yep.
Then.
Oh, don't worry, Josh is still thinking. Just give him a minute.
No, I was acting like I had a brain fart, but I really remember exactly what we did.
Oh.
See, it was funny, Joey.
Wow, that was kind of.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay.
Do you forgive me?
I do forgive you, Josh.
Okay, that's a good example of conflict resolution.
Right there.
Shake my hand. We can do that because we're in the vibey dungeon across the table from one another.
That's crazy.
Whoa, guys.
Yeah.
Anyways, after we dropped off stuff at my aunt and uncle's, we went to my room in North, which is the first time these guys have seen it. Okay, quick intermission. What did you guys think of my room?
Pretty sweet. The vibes were crazy.
Yeah.
The lighting, I really like the lighting. That's what
fire.
I think really sets it apart. And the bed too.
Dude, you guys, if you ever get a chance to like come to Dordt and like you want to see engineering masterpiece, Josh's bed is honestly incredible. Cuz it's like
guys, it's not that good.
No, dude, it is
is
incredible. Like, have you ever heard of the Eiffel Tower? Yeah, it's got nothing on this bed. It's like, I don't know, 15 feet up in the air. It's like so close to the ceiling.
It's made out of solid steel.
Yeah, it's aluminium.
Guys, so none of the things they just said are
The
correct.
structural integrity of the bed is just absolutely crazy.
What would
Can
you
you
say
guys,
the
like-
modulus of elasticity of the material is, Evan?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have to concur with that statement. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I made a bunk bed to get more floor space.
It's just pretty cool because it's like a giant L where both mattresses are like the little L and the big L, and it's like up in the air. So like there's no beds that are like on the normal height that a bed would. They're both lofted.
Just gives a little more floor
Yeah.
space.
Because if you haven't been to Dordt, the dorm rooms are like way smaller than like a Northwestern dorm room, which I was thinking about last night, and that actually might be a big brain idea because I feel like people don't stay in their dorms as much. Like if my dorm was that small, I do like homework and stuff. I'd go out and like go do homework more than just doing it in there. But
So maybe it was an intentional decision.
maybe it
or
was. That's how they get
They
their
just
student.
made small dorms.
Yeah, that's how they get their student engagement numbers so high.
Oh yeah, you know
Number
us.
one in the country.
Student engagement is so high.
So
Crazy.
ridiculously high. Yeah. Okay. What did we do after seeing your dorm?
After seeing my dorm, well, we went to my dorm to grab some volleyballs and
Brady
Brady. We also grabbed Brady and dragged him
grabbed him.
all the way to the volleyball courts. No, we didn't do that. That would be inhumane and probably not okay. Anyways, we grabbed the volleyball and then we drove to the sand volleyball courts. And what was the temperature outside?
Believe it was.
It was like high 40s.
Yeah.
It probably dropped
Is
to
it really?
mid 40s.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought I remember checking it. Like
You checked it
we
before
went,
and it was
like
50.
51.
Yeah, it was right at 50, but I think it dropped a little probably
Yeah.
while we were out there.
Yeah.
Anyways, this was around 9:15, and we got a big squad of people and played some beach volleyball.
Because there was like 14 total, right? Because there was
Yeah, we had
6 on 6.
By the end, we had 6 on 6 with 2 people watching.
It was
So
a ton of fun.
it was
dude.
a big group.
Yeah, the sand is very quality.
The sand is nice and also really cold.
It was so cold. Is your
Like by the end, I could not feel my feet.
yeah.
So on the end, there's like pine trees. And sometimes if someone like gets really wild and whacks the ball into the pine trees, you got to go get it. And as there are under the pine trees, there was many pine cones and pine needles. And usually that hurts your feet, right? Because when you're in bare feet and you're walking over pine cones and needles, that doesn't feel the best, you would say. But by the end, I could just like sprint over those pine cones and needles and didn't feel a thing.
Yep.
Because of the numbness.
Yep.
The numbness.
Whole feet was just numb.
Yeah.
But it was a ton of fun, despite the cold. And yeah,
Yeah. It was
had
a really
some
good
had
time.
some solid beach volleyball playing.
Yeah. Got to meet a lot more of your friends.
Yup. There's kind of a whole group that you didn't meet last year that we played with, so that was fun.
So You're like throwing out these names like we're gonna play with these people. I'm like, I haven't met any of those people, but they all chill. Dordt people very chill.
At least the ones I know.
That's true. I'm sure there's some non-chill people, but
Probably a few. I don't know.
you don't hang out with those people.
No.
And then what did we do after that?
After that, we went back to the dorm and tried to warm up our feet, which was a painful process for me at least. I don't
Me
know.
too.
Did yours you didn't I put my feet in the shower to like wash them off too. But the shower water was hot, so I think that made the process faster and also maybe more painful.
Yeah.
So maybe yours guys' was more gradual and less painful.
Yeah.
But it was probably still hurt.
Yeah.
Mine weren't actually that bad because I had socks on.
Oh yeah,
I just
Evan
did
kept his socks on.
which was
Probably the move if you don't care a ton about your socks.
yeah.
Which
I'll
I
wash 'em.
don't. I should have just kept my socks on. Good rule for life, honestly.
Yeah, just keep your socks on.
Keep your socks on, guys.
Yeah. Like anytime you go swimming or showering, just keep your socks on.
I think that's good.
That's good advice.
Solid
That is
advice.
free from the 245 podcast.
Kids, keep your socks on.
Free advice.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And then so we cleaned
We
off
warmed up our feet and then we drove to
Walmart.
Walmart.
We went to Walmart and we got there at
10:59. No joke. And Walmart closes here at 11.
yeah.
So I was speeding.
no, you weren't.
I was
No.
going the speed limit.
Yeah, going the speed
I was
limit.
going exactly the speed limit, actually.
Yeah,
Are you Mitch?
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Josh
am.
had a brain fart there.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
thought I was speeding, but
But
I
he-
actually wasn't.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joey liked that. All right. Anyways, we drove into Walmart and I drove up to the door and Brady and Jer jumped out and sprinted into Walmart as everyone was leaving because that's typically what you do when a store is about to close, but not us.
Not us. We run in.
We run into the face of battle.
Yeah.
We don't run away. Anyways, the plan was to get s'more materials, and they came out about 4 minutes later with s'more materials, including grams, mallows, and chocolat. So the mission was successful. I'm sure we maybe annoyed a few Walmart employees, but I was not in there to witness that.
I'm
so
sure they'll get over it.
I think they will too. I think they'll be okay.
Yeah.
They might already be over it.
They might.
That's a stretch.
That's a stretch, but
Maybe by tomorrow. They'll
Maybe
go
one
to
or-
church and then they'll be
they'll be
over it.
okay. They'll
It'll
forgive
be,
us.
It'll be all about the sermon. Will be about forgiveness, and they'll be like, "We can't be holding a grudge
Yeah.
against those guys."
Anyways,
They're-
thanks Walmart employees for letting us get our
yeah,
s'more materials.
If you listen to 245 podcasts and listen
I'm
to
sure you all
Walmart,
do.
just send us an email. We'd love to like congratulate
Drop a comment down below.
2.4.5.podcast@gmail.com.
at email.com.
Just the email
Yep.
server. Anyways, we got s'more materials because we were headed to a bonfire.
At
Shout out Megan.
Megan.
Yeah, you got it, Joey.
Megan?
How did you guess
Sorry.
the name?
Josh has like 3 friends that are girls that have a name that starts with M, but it's Maggie, Morgan, and Megan.
Yep.
And they're all like the same amount of letters too, and that's too
All
much.
2 syllables.
It's too much
all-
for my brain to handle.
Anyways, we went to Megan's house because she lives here in Sioux Center and not
Great time.
super far away. And we had a bonfire and we made s'mores. And Joey roasted some cookies.
I roasted some cookies and they're pretty solid.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aunt Jeanette for the cookies. Thank you.
Heard some horror stories.
Oh, yeah. We read some very scary stories.
They were pretty scary.
I was scared.
I was scared. I just cuddled up next to Josh and I was all right though.
Yeah.
I made it through.
I'm glad I was with you, Joey.
Yeah.
Anyways. Evan seconds.
Yeah. It was a good time.
It was fun.
Chilling, me and all those people. Pretty funny. Just like listening to them talk and stuff.
Some people told us about their biggest regrets in life. That was the icebreaker question.
Yeah,
What's
that's the
your
icebreaker.
what's your biggest life regret?
Yeah.
Wait, Joey had a... Oh, yeah, Joey did tell one.
I did tell one.
Good for you, Joey.
Yeah.
You've already heard the story because he's told it on the 245 podcast.
I have. Yep.
It's about him tripping someone in the hallway.
I did. 5th grade.
Yep.
Biggest regret right there.
Biggest regret.
Mm-hmm.
Sadness.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was... Oh, no, that wasn't it.
That wasn't it?
We stayed at the bonfire and then we left.
Oh, I remember what we did.
Joey, tell with the people what we did.
Can I tell the people what we did?
Yeah,
I
it's
can tell the
fine.
people what we did.
It's
What?
fine.
Who am I kidding? So one of the kids, Caden, I believe is his name, mentioned that we could go on the roof of one of the buildings, the rec center, right? The rec center, so the one with the gyms and stuff like that. And he was mentioned something about it, and I asked him like, "Hey, can we maybe go up on them?" And he said yes. So we left the bonfire. We drove over to Dordt. We waited for a security car to drive away, and we just popped up on there on the roof. It's a little sketchy getting up, a little slippery in some places, but we made it up there, safe and sound. And we climbed a few more there's a few more like areas you got to like jump up on. We jumped up on those and we got up to the top. I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the highest point in Iowa, right? It's on top
Correct.
of Dordt.
Yeah.
So
I think that's fact checked confirmed.
fact check confirmed.
We were the highest people in Dordt at that moment.
We were the highest people at Dordt at that moment.
Actually, in Iowa.
In Iowa.
I misspoke.
I misspoke
That was a
again.
brain fart there.
Brain
Whoops.
fart. We were the highest people in Iowa, which was pretty cool to be there for a few minutes. You could see like, you know how people like say the earth is flat? Like you stand on top of Iowa and you're like, they might be onto something. Because it's pretty flat.
It do be pretty flat.
And you could see
Or we're so high up that it looks round, actually.
I was going to say, yeah, I could see the curvature of the earth.
Where were you guys looking? I was looking out and it looked flat in every direction.
You must have not been as high as we were.
Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe that's a realistic possibility.
Probably better next time.
Yeah. But what did we do after that? Evan?
After that, we got off the roof.
Oh, okay. And then what did we do after that? Evan?
And then we...
Hey,
Sorry.
Hey, Josh.
I'll let Evan talk.
Yeah,
My bad.
jeez.
Evan, I
Oh my
apologize
After that,
for stealing all your thunder. What did we
Yeah.
do after we got off the roof?
we just went back to Josh's aunt and uncle's house and,
Zoinked out.
yeah, passed out.
Dude, I fell
immediately.
asleep so fast.
Yeah. I was so tired. It was like 1:30 at the time.
It was pretty late.
It was late.
Yeah. So my day ended falling asleep. My day started by seeing Josh like leaning over, like standing above me, but like leaning over slightly. So he's like, his head was directly above my head. And it was just Josh. Josh, what did you do this morning?
This morning, I got up at 6:45, took a nice shower. Then I gave 2 percussion lessons. And then I went over to my aunt and uncle's house, and I stood over Joey until he woke up.
Were you
How long
there
were
for
you
a
there?
while?
No, I wasn't there for that long.
Did you-
It's so weird how you can like sense that someone's above you, because I wasn't like making any sounds at the time
I
when
was
you
going to ask
snapped
you.
awake.
You did.
Yeah, I heard, like, I woke up and I just saw you right there, too. Like,
Really?
I didn't wake up to anything. I feel like I just woke up
Yeah,
and you
it's-
were there.
You must have some sort of like
Like
involuntary
evolutionary
sense
thing.
in your sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Spidey
because
senses.
I went in there and I like made some noise, and I was probably walking around just because I don't like waking people up because it seems mean to me.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
So I was just kind of walking around and thinking, oh, what should I do? Because they said to wake them up, but now I feel bad. So then I just like walked over to Joey after a few minutes and stared at him. And suddenly he just snapped awake and saw me and immediately pulled his sleeping bag over his head.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Evan suddenly snapped awake and just looked at me and was like, hey.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, good morning.
Yep. That's how our morning started. We chilled for a little bit and we got dressed. And then we where did we go? Where's the first place
I
that
went
we
to
went?
the boom place. What's it called?
Baumgars.
Bomb
Yes. To get the fuse. We didn't find the specific fuse, but I got a variety pack which has more fuses in it.
But it only had one 15 amp, which was the one we needed. So
Yeah.
now he doesn't have a replacement.
Yeah, which is not ideal, but
The only amperage of fuse that was sold out was 15 amp.
yeah,
There were like
yeah.
5 packs of 10 amp, 7 amp, 5 amp, 25 amp, no 15 amp. Those
Yeah.
15 amp fuses do be in high demand.
Yep. Yeah, it's a popular thing in Dordt for that to go out.
Yeah.
So
I go and get me some 15 amp fuses
you guys just do it
every
for
once in a
fun.
while.
Yeah.
Just hold them on display.
Oh, yeah.
hang
You should
them
see
up.
my dorm room. It's my only decoration.
Yeah.
15 amp fuses.
So we did that, and then we ran over and we got amazing donuts
Donuts.
at Casey's Bakery,
Casey's Bakery. Joey
Not-
just thought we were going to Casey's gas station.
which I would have been fine with. I'm sure
Those donuts are also good.
solid donuts, but it's like a real legit bakery that has donuts. I got a apple fritter, and it was absolutely amazing. Fantastic. Because right after that, we went to the cafe. And the name of the cafe is
Fruit something.
You're so close.
Fruit Ninja Cafe.
Fruit Ninja Cafe. That's a sick name.
Yeah.
No, it's called the Fruited Plain.
The Fruited Plain.
Yeah, like a plain except fruited. Just think about that one a little. Think about it. Psychology.
Psychology.
Think about wait for it.
So while we were at that cafe, Josh did homework. Josh, what were you working on?
I was working on mechanics of materials.
Mechanical materials.
You got this.
Mechanicals and materials.
Yeah, exactly.
Bussin'.
Otherwise known as mom.
Yes.
we
We call it that too.
You did?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Me and my friend were just like, hey, what are you doing, mom, today?
That's exactly what we say. Like, what homework are you working on? Oh, I'm working on mom.
Dude, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was doing mom.
Yep.
Joey was.
Well, hold on. What was Evan doing? Evan,
I
what?
was finishing up my lab for stats. Then I also finished up my circuits homework.
Nice. And then
Shout out to Jimmy for helping me with the last problem.
Jimmy sounds so cool.
Jimmy Finelli. Yeah, he's really cool.
yeah.
He's so smart too. He's like, yeah. If I could be half as smart as that man, wow.
That's really smart.
Yeah.
Really smart. Yeah.
It's not even a scale to put it on.
Yep. And then I didn't have my laptop because I wasn't planning on doing homework. But Josh had his iPad and let me do some homework. So I was working on a lesson plan on let me see if I can clutch out this verse real quick. Matthew 15, 21 through 28, I believe, which is the faith of the Canaanite woman. Yeah. Yeah. So I was able to do some homework.
We got some things done.
So we were productive on our trip to Dordt.
A little bit.
We didn't just shoot the breeze the whole time,
Just most of the time.
just most of the time. So then after that, what did we do? We went to the Commons.
No.
The campus store.
Yep.
We
I
went-
have saved my Defender dollars all semester, so I have some left, and Joey picked out some choice merch that I will buy for him on Monday when I can spend my Defender dollars.
And I am so excited. You have no idea.
Evan didn't want any Defender merch. Unbelievable, I know. But
He's an Eagle through and through.
No.
But I picked out a amazing bucket hat, Dordt University bucket hat, because you got to. And I got a Dordt fishing team t-shirt.
You got two things?
I got two things. Josh said
Wow.
I could.
I mean, you didn't
Now
get
he's
anything.
not going to have any
so
Defender dollars for himself.
that's okay. I really don't need them. So.
Josh offered. Yeah. So thank you, Josh, for giving me some Dordt merch.
Don't thank me yet. I'm hoping they'll still be there Monday.
Oh,
They should.
That's a good point.
They
That would
should.
be so sad, man.
Tragedy.
I would
Bucket
cry.
hats sold out.
Yeah.
Nah, I highly doubt that.
When this podcast goes live, the bucket hats will just be gone. But we did that, and then we went to the Commons.
Then we did go to the Commons.
Okay. Food rating time.
Food rating.
Actually, probably like an 8.5 out of 10.
Oh my goodness.
really good.
That's straight gas. Josh,
My meal was not the best. I'd give it a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. And I was going to give mine a 6 out of 10. It tastes,
Joey, what did you have?
I had some pasta with marinara sauce and a lemonade.
The sauce isn't that great.
Yeah, yours look kind of
Dude,
bad.
There's something about this sauce. Okay, I'm gonna drop a fact here. I've witnessed something that happened, and I don't know what to think now. So I was in Northwestern, and this happened at the Billy, and I was watching the pasta dude oversees the pasta. And
There's a man,
I
an
watched-
overseer of the pasta.
yeah, hey, leave my man alone. He
Okay.
walked over to the faucet, filled up a glass of water, and then proceeded to pour it in the Alfredo sauce.
No way.
And
Yeah.
I don't know what to
I've seen
do.
them do that too.
I don't know what to do with that information. Because there's no way.
Is that Luis or Vlad?
I think it was Luis.
Man, I would not expect that from Luis.
Because Vlad is the man that does home style most of the time, right?
He does pasta too.
Okay.
He gives you like nothing though.
Okay.
You have
well,
to ask for extra and it's still below average, like quantity wise.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Red sauce is usually just really watery. And it was the same here, where it's like it's separate. It's like you get like the chunky like tomatoes and stuff, or it's water. Like
Yeah.
there's not
No,
it's not a
That's
sauce.
that's what annoys me about the sauce. Like, there's chunky tomatoes on top of the pasta, and you like get a bite, and it has a chunky tomato with a noodle, and then your plate is just filled with water.
Yeah. And I think there's something about it, and it concerns me. It
So-
frankly does.
Basically, Mom, thank you for like making good spaghetti sauce. And honestly, maybe not. Like, you can literally just buy spaghetti sauce from the store, and it tastes good.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know.
Why can't the Commons do
Dude,
that?
hot take. What if it's just perpetual sauce? What if they don't throw away the sauce like in between?
Stop.
They just
I
add
don't
water
like this.
and they add diced tomatoes. That's what it is. They
Guys,
just add diced tomatoes and they
We're
just add water.
exposing all college like food service.
I feel like it's a similar concept to like when you run out of soap, like in the sink, you know, you sometimes just pour a little more water in there to get more
Oh,
out of
really?
it. Yeah. Have you guys
Really?
ever done that?
No, I've never done that.
Have you heard of that?
Say that again.
It makes
So it's
sense.
like if the soap, let's say the soap's running low and
Yep.
then the hand soap, all right, you pour some water in it and it makes it a little more runny, but it's still soap, you know? I think it's
And
similar
you can do
to
like
that.
the same thing with chocolate syrup, right? Like
Yeah.
if chocolate syrup is almost done, you just put milk in it and make chocolate milk, and then you
Exactly.
do it again, and it's
Yeah.
more chocolate milk.
Yeah.
yeah. So maybe something's like that's going on, but I don't know.
All that
think
to say, Joey did not have the best pasta
somebody's
today.
got to launch. Somebody's got to launch an investigation into what is going on with the red sauce at colleges. 'Cause I'm sure Dordt and Northwestern are not the only ones doing that.
If I'm not mistaken, you also had pasta, but you had seemingly a better experience
Yeah, it
with
was
said
good.
pasta.
It had like some chicken pieces in it. It was really good, actually. Some cheese, got some garlic bread, some veggies. It was actually really solid.
Yeah. So then we did that, and then we were kind of in food coma. So we went back to your aunt and uncle's for a while.
Yep.
Chilled.
Chilled out.
And then this is cool. We headed over to the rec center, and we played racquetball, which is my first time. Is this your first time playing
Yeah.
racquetball? But Josh, you played racquetball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a ton, but like a little.
And it was a phenomenal sport.
pretty
Phenomenal
fun.
sport.
Yeah.
It's like a combination of what sports? Like tennis,
Tennis and wall ball.
pickleball.
Tennis, wall ball, and absolute chaos.
Yeah, because it's interesting because like there's no sides. Like in tennis, when you hit over the net and like switches possessions, like in racquetball, it's when it hits the wall. So like you guys are basically on the same side, and that makes it really interesting. Makes it really interesting.
I think it's not common as well to play like 2v2. I feel like
Yeah.
it's more common to do 1v1.
I would probably agree.
Because that's a really small space for
Ye-
4 people to be
four
in.
people running around. I feel like 1-on-1 would be very difficult.
Yeah, I think I want to like look up videos of people who are really good at racquetball now
Yeah.
and like
Maybe we should do that.
watch. Anyways, we played us 3 and Brady for a while, and then Caden and Brayton showed up and proceeded to destroy everyone.
Yeah, they were
because
really
they're pretty good.
I mean, the one guy was wearing like goggles. Like
Caden has his own rackets, which maybe tells you a little bit.
yeah, I knew it was gonna go downhill when he whipped
But it
out
was
the
fun.
glasses.
It was fun.
It was a ton of fun. Even losing, like it was still fun. But then we hooped it up.
We did.
We ran a lot.
We are tired currently
Yeah.
Yeah.
from said hooping.
We're gonna sleep great tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good time. We were started off with like 3s in a sub, and then we went 4s in a sub, but we never got 5s.
We never
going.
got 5-on-5.
Yeah.
We got some solid full court 4-on-4 though.
Yeah, for sure. Ton of fun. I think I was 3-1 on the day too, which is pretty
Ooh.
solid. Yeah.
I didn't keep track of my record.
I don't think I ever played with Fred. I never did.
With who?
Fred,
Who the heck is Fred?
the tall guy.
Fred? That's
Luke?
Luke. The super tall guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Joey,
Luke.
where the heck did you get Fred from?
I swear I called him Fred and no one corrected me.
I swear I didn't hear you call him Fred.
Yeah.
I probably would have corrected you.
I think I called him Fred.
That's really funny.
His name's not Fred, it's Luke.
Yes.
And I was calling him Fred. That's so embarrassing. I'm sorry, Fred. Just kidding.
Obviously,
I'm
Joey
sorry,
regrets
Luke.
his actions.
Luke, if you listen to 245 podcast, this is my formal apology. I am.
Frankly, he doesn't know what to say.
I don't know what to say.
Fredley, he doesn't know what to say.
Yeah, but it was a good time. It was a really good time.
Solid.
Josh was kind of going off though.
I was not at all going off. I made one basket.
He had some saucy layups where he was cooking guys and just going to the rack.
He had like a between the legs
Oh my
360
gosh.
reverse layup, didn't he? To win the game on the last game.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Don't believe anything you hear on the internet.
I don't
I think
remember
this
that.
is
too.
real life.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Yeah,
Anyways,
he was
we
going
hooked it
crazy.
up. It was fun.
It was a really
Yeah.
good
Sorry,
time.
what were you saying? I interrupted.
I just said you went crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I really didn't. Evan popped off
No,
because
I
he
didn't.
just always is
was
a
a brick.
baller.
What?
Evan probably didn't shoot quite as good as he normally
Yeah.
does, but not quite as good as he normally does is still
Like really good.
really good.
No.
And
Yeah.
Joey also like played decent.
I
Joey,
played
you were
over.
actually shooting threes. Like,
Dude,
the
I
first
was.
game you were
The
like,
first game, I think I had like 2 or 3 threes.
yeah, I was like, wow.
Yeah. And then my legs started getting tired.
Well, at the beginning, everyone was just
Oh
raining
my
threes. Like the
goodness.
first game went so fast because
'Cause
we
it
hit
was-
like 5 threes.
It was like all the short guys versus all the tall guys. And then like I was on the short team and we just hit like I think 3 or 4 threes. And
Yeah.
like that was it to win
game
it. Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you're doing 1s and 2s, like if you can hit 2s, like that's such a big difference.
Double
it's all-
points.
Yeah.
Math.
2,000 IQ.
Yeah.
That's why they pay him the big engineering bucks.
Absolutely.
Anyways, it was a fun group to play with because everyone was like pretty competent and no one was really a ball hog and passed it around. Played
Yeah.
solid D, rebounded.
Yep.
Good fundamental basketball,
Good fun.
am I right?
I remember that from last year. Like, no joke, they play like differently here than they do at Northwestern.
I don't
for
think
sure.
Everyone does. I think it's just the people we play with.
Yeah. I like it though.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like it. It's good textbook basketball right there. A lot
Like
of ball
Spurs
movement.
basketball.
Yeah, a lot of ball movement, a lot of cuts, a lot of posts down, working the post guys.
We have some tall boys.
Well, yeah, there were some.
I think I was the shortest one there.
Yeah.
I legit think I was.
Was
yeah.
Brayton, is he shorter than you?
I
or
think
no?
Brayton is a little taller than me. I don't know that for sure. Me and Brayton are pretty close. But yeah, we had Brady, who's like 6'7", Noah, who's 6'5", Jared, who's 6'3", Luke, who's like 6'8",
Yeah.
Joey, who's
7
6'1".
feet.
6... Joey, 8 feet 6 inches.
Yeah. That's pretty
Evan's like, are you 6'1" too?
Yeah.
tall. 6'1".
6'1", 6'2", around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I felt short.
Yeah. But it's kind of fun to play with like dedicated post guys.
Yeah, it is.
Like it
because we never had that in
it's-
high school
oh,
except
yeah.
for Hans, and he just bricked.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like better for the game if you're like able to have point guards and like distinct wings and then a post or two. Like it really changes the way you play. Kind of fun. But we were tired. I don't know about you guys. I was tired after that. My legs
Joey
were-
was pooped. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
he was like
I was-
walking around like
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you go and do over there, like in the corner?
I found some like
me and Joey
pull
did some
bars.
dead hangs.
Yeah, and we just hung there, stretched out the
were
back.
they actually pull-up bars or were they?
I think they are for
typing
that.
or-
I think they actually
They're kind
are.
of rickety.
Yeah,
not
'cause-
great,
and like
but-
some of them had like the wrap around it, so
they
you
have
like
tape on them.
you know
Okay.
that people are lifting on them. But
Because
that-
we were looking at you guys and we thought they were like pipes
Nah,
that
they're
you're
not
just
pipes.
hanging on.
no, they're definitely like pull-up bars. So I just hung there for a while, and that feels really good on your back. Gets like the blood flowing through your shoulders a lot better. So yeah, we did that, and then what did we do right after that?
You guys headed back to shower, except wait,
Oh yeah, we did not shower.
still have not showered.
Still
actually,
not showered. Changed clothes though. So
Still smell great though.
yeah,
always
Joey's got my deodorant on right
I
now.
do. I did not bring deodorant, so
classic.
yeah, I forgot. I set it on my like the counter of my bathroom rather than keeping it in my bathroom bag. So then I
So
like,
it was
see
a thought that entered your mind at least. It wasn't just total neglect. It was just you
No,
forgot
it-
the.
I forgot the thing. Yeah, because I brought my bathroom bag and I don't have my deodorant in it. So
I did take a shower
had a boy, Josh.
because I was just at my dorm, and that's kind of
Kind of what you do after you're sweaty.
usually, typically.
That's fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
But then we Played some Mario Kart.
Yeah.
It was pretty epic.
It was a good time. I think I took 1 dub. Josh, you take 1 dub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then we went to
Pizza Ranch.
Pizza Ranch. And
Evan, can I get a Pizza Ranch?
Pizza Ranch.
Beautiful.
Okay. Food rating part 2. Pizza Ranch. Juice, what did you give your meal?
Out of 12.5, I would give it
Out of 12.5.
a 12.
Okay.
How about you?
How about me?
On the 12.5
I'm going to
scale.
give mine like out of 12,
12.5.
8.5.
Ooh.
I mean, it's pretty good. I think the part I love is just like you pick exactly what you want. You get it right when you want. And like
It is a
but,
buffet.
like,
Sit down pizza.
the pizza is not like life-changing pizza.
No, it's not.
And hot take, I know people don't like this. I feel like pizza is one of those things that it just can't be that good. Like no matter like how much work they put into it, it's still pizza. It'll never beat a steak.
I agree with that. I think it's because we just have it so much.
Yeah.
I think it like
Yeah.
I don't know. Just having it like a lot, you just I don't know.
We need to decentralize pizza so that it becomes more extraordinary.
It is the most widely eaten food.
Is that like fact check true?
I don't know. That might just be in America.
Like if you have a food that you don't eat a lot, I feel like you
Yeah.
like it more because it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
more
that's
rare.
probably true.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Deep thoughts from Evan.
Yeah.
Good thought.
Good thought.
Way to think.
Way
Way
to
to
think.
psychology.
Yep.
That's psychology, guys.
But then now we're here.
I would rate it a 10.
Out of 12. Oh, sorry. I skipped you.
That's okay.
12 out of 10.
10 out of 12.
Time for me to go to bed,
Psychology.
folks. Okay, 10 out of 12. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it
Nice.
was solid. I mean, the food isn't anything like spectacular. I just thought it was fun to be there with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dessert pizza was really good though.
Oh, dessert pizza.
Cactus
Phenomenal.
bread slaps.
Yep. So that was really good. Now we're here. Do we have a plan? Yeah, we're gonna hang out in the game room.
Yep.
We're gonna play some ping pong, some pool,
We're going to bowl.
maybe bowl,
Definitely bowl.
maybe toss a few bowling balls around.
Oh, yeah.
See what happens.
Try to knock some pins down.
Try to knock some pins out. I'm garbage at pool or bowling. Holy cow!
Good.
I need to go to bed, man. This is the most like brain freezes I've had in one podcast.
Guys, he did it again.
No, I did it on purpose that time.
I know.
Just to annoy you. Okay. Yeah.
Anyways, should that just be it?
I think that should just be it because,
That was a good trip recap.
yeah, that was a good trip recap.
I guess tomorrow we're going to church
I'm going to church and
naturally,
get-
eating lunch,
and going
and then
home.
the boys are headed out.
Yeah. Yeah, get back, do some homework. I know Evan's got some. I know I need to do some for shizzle and try to get that taken care of. So we need to get out of here at a decent hour.
Yeah.
So were you eating parents at your aunt and uncle's?
I hope you're not eating your parents.
Oh my goodness. What is going on? I'm just not thinking at all today. Are we eating lunch with your aunt and uncle tomorrow?
Joseph, that would be precisely correct.
Perfect. That sounds do you know what they're going to make?
I don't.
Oh,
Food.
I would assume there will be food, probably some drinks,
okay.
most likely dessert as well,
Oh,
which is another sort of food.
what church do they go to?
They go to Faith CRC.
Faith CRC.
I think it's Faith.
That's a
no,
long
it
drive.
might be. It might. I'm so dumb, guys. That's my church. They go to First CRC.
First CRC.
That's
Yeah,
close though.
I thought it was Faith because there used to be two firsts, and I thought
And
there was a
one's not
first.
first.
I thought there was a first and a Faith, but they were just both first, except one was First RC, like first. It was just First Reformed, and the other one was First CRC, First Christian Reformed. First Reformed is now Center Point, but First CRC is where my aunt and uncle go.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
How many churches are there in Sioux Center?
Many.
Many. Like you don't even like know off the top of your head. That's
no,
how many.
there are many.
That's crazy because how many people live in Sioux Center?
Not
Many.
super many.
Not super many. There's many churches.
Correct.
That makes sense.
There are also many churches in Orange City that people go to.
I
as
just
well.
kind of love it because it's like just a thing.
Yeah.
Like my grandparents live in, what's the town that's close to them?
Keys.
No, well, that's one, but that only has like one church.
Yeah.
Because it's tiny. The other one's Waupun. And Waupun is like the same where it's like a small country town, but there's like 15 churches or something. So it's kind of funny. Anyway, okay, what should we wrap this up like? Like a microphone cord.
Let's
Remember?
wrap this up like a satisfyingly wrapped microphone cable.
Yeah.
Like I will do with these microphone cables once we're done recording.
Okay. Josh, you want to sign us off for the day?
I shall. Thank you all for listening to our Dordt trip recap. We hope you enjoyed it, just like we enjoyed this trip. I guess it's not really a trip for me, but
No, not really.
like I enjoyed this event. It's been very fun. Anyways, thank you all for listening and hope you all have a great day.
Peace out, boys.
Peace out, gangsta.